Hey, it's Jason from Pro Guitar Studio. Today we're going to talk about adding fills in between our chord changes. Now, in this exercise here, I'm actually going to arpeggiate the chords, and then in between we're going to add some walk-ups and walk-downs. So this makes your music much more interesting. If you find yourself just falling into the rut of just strumming, which can sound fine, but if you want to add some more life to it, we can arpeggiate the chords and add some notes in between to make it sound more melodic and give it some movement, right? So I'm just going to dive right into what I was doing there in the introduction, and I'll go over the chords first. So I have an E minor chord, an A minor, and a B7. All right? Now the reason why I'm not going to go into detail with those chord shapes is because if you don't know these chords already, it's probably going to be hard to actually do this exercise. So hopefully you know the E minor, A minor, and B7 chords, at least comfortably enough to slowly find your way to them. Now on the E minor chord as a general arpeggio pattern, just to start off here, we're going to pick in 6/8 time. We're going to pick string number 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now you can pick this any way you want. The more efficient way would be to go up, down, 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 up, up. But you'll see me doing down, 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 up, up, up. And this really comes down to what's easier for you. I'm not doing it the most efficient way, but that's the way that works for me. And I can play this like, we'll say nonstop without worrying about getting tired or running out of energy there. So if you have trouble sort of keeping up the pace of it, something more efficient like up, down, 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 up, up, up. So up, down, 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 up, up will be more efficient and maybe better suited for you. But I'm just splitting it in half, doing down, 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 up, up, up. All right, so the E minor chord is going to be string number 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. When we do A minor, we're going to do 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And B7 is the same thing. You'll notice we don't always have to have all the fingers on that we're placing here with the chord shapes, but I just do that in case I hit a wrong note, just to get the idea of what we're playing here, right? So if you by accident hit the fourth string instead of the third string, it'll still sound fine. Now with the E minor chord, we're going to play that twice, A minor twice, E minor twice again, and B7 twice. E minor twice, A minor twice again, E minor once, B7 once, E minor once, and then strum at the end. All right, so with this pattern here, we're going to add in some individual notes in between, but that was the general arpeggio pattern. It sounds like this. So to start off here, we're going to have the E minor chord twice. But on the second time, we're just going to go string 6, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to add fret number 2 and 3 on the low E string as a walk up towards the A minor. So the idea here is that we're walking notes up in a particular scale or notes that you think sound good that move towards that next chord to give it some movement, right? So we have this. And then the A minor chord. And then the second time, we're going to cut it one note short. So we're going to do 5, 3, 2, 1, 2. Going to the third fret on string 6. There's a walk down towards E minor again, okay? So again, E minor. All right, and then back to E minor. And the second time there, we're doing 4 notes only, so 6, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to play 0, 1 on the 5th string that leads into the B7 chord. So again, that leads in to the B7, okay? And same thing here, we're going to cut it one note short. And I just slide over with my middle finger to the 3rd fret on string number 6. It's hard to do anything else because we have all fingers taken up from the chord. Okay, back to E minor. We're going to do a 2-3 on string number 6 again, to A minor, back to string number 6 on the 3rd fret, E minor. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're cutting out one note, playing the 1st fret on string number 5 to lead into B7. One note short there again, back to the 3rd fret of string 6 to go back to E minor. So that last part again, E minor. All right, so again, the first E minor, we walk up to A minor. Then A minor goes back to E minor. E minor again, we walk up to B7. Back to E minor. A minor. E minor. B7. E minor. So difficult to sort of keep up with, and you'll notice I made some mistakes here as I'm talking through that, and that'll happen to you too as you work on this, so don't worry about that. Just try to get it as close as possible, and that's why I like to hold the chord in there. In case you hit a wrong string, it'll still sound good because it's in the chord, so it won't sound too unintentional. But as you play through this, you'll notice that I only have a couple walk-ups and walk-downs here because we're just focusing on the E minor, the A minor, and the B7. So in combination with the arpeggiating, it makes it much more challenging. Now, I'll give you a strum minute. A little easier. So you can try that too, but the walk-ups and walk-downs here with the arpeggiating really brings things to life. Now we're doing this in 6/8 time, but you can apply this to anything in standard 4/4 time. So if you did like up. So you can make it sound a little more interesting there too. If you had fun with this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this each week. I'll have to make exercises and show you how to work on your skills through those. And also, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer them, and I hope to see you soon.